I am here this Friday evening in Guernsey, Wyoming, the first Friday in June. Over here we have the Oregon Trail Ruts State Historic Site, 0.4 miles away from where I'm staying right now, which is at Trail Ruts Golf and Camp. Yeah, it's a golf course and campground. You can see my car right there. And now that the cars are passed, over here on this side of the road you can see a very nice sidewalk greenway paved trail thing that goes to not only this historic site but also a grave site and a monument. So let's go check it out. We got a couple hours of daylight on us, plenty of time. Okay, so that little greenway, which continues off in that direction, actually led me up here to the gravesite of Lucinda Rollins. And first of all, look at this view. Is that nice or what? And this is the gravesite of Lucinda Rollins, restored by 419th CA, Winona, 1965, Minnesota, I think. Looks like it. And then more restoration in 1998. And yeah, this is the grave here of somebody who died on the Oregon Trail, Lucinda Rollins. 391st Engineers, Kansas, 1960. Let's see if we can read that. Grave of Lucinda Rollins, 1849, 1934, dedicated to the pioneer women of Wyoming. Erected by the Historical Landmark Commission of Wyoming. It's beautiful country through here, especially when it's green like it is right now. I can see a lot of bugs out there. Anywho, that'll be the North Platte River, I do believe. Has to be. The river that the pioneers followed back then. And that is going to be the famous Guernsey Ruts, the very famous Guernsey Ruts, which we will go to next. Oregon Trail Ruts State Historic Site. And a blackbird. Hello, blackbird. And I was last here, I was last here, I think 2 years ago in July 4th weekend, which is the same year of my first visit to Parting of the Ways, with my first attempt to fix the marker, not my second one, which was last year. So yeah, about 2 years ago I was at this place, and let's go see it again. Here it is, the ruts. There's a big old sign over here to kind of explain all about the ruts. Of course, you can pause the video if you want to read the sign. An interesting thing about this historic site that is fun to know is that this is not the only rut. This is clearly the deepest rut by far. You can stand in it right there. It'll be about as tall as I am. But if we look over here, there are more ruts to be found. As you can see, clearly, more ruts have been carved here. As well as, it looks like, no, not there, but up the hill. Up the hill I know for sure, because I just looked, because I saw someone walking up there, so I am learning something new on my second trip here. But you can kind of make your way up this hill. If you make your way up this hill, you will see what's called a swale. It's not so much ruts as just a depression in the ground, but it's formed in the same way. I'm not 100% sure that this is a proper swale, but I can definitely tell that this up here is a real swale. All the way through here, off into the distance. And the reason that this happens is that the Oregon Trail travelers didn't always just travel in a straight line. They were often spread out. And then, if you follow the path a little bit further from that swale, which you can see really clearly from here, it's very obvious. I think you can even see it going off in the distance there. Yeah, wow. Anywho, you come to this little area, and it's just some rocky outcropping. Looks like you can climb up somewhere, which would be fun. I guess I could. Let's do it. And at the top, look at this view. You can see everywhere. Really great view up here. By the way, that was I'm standing on these rocks here, so that was slightly difficult. Okay, seriously, I was just taking my bike out of here, and I discovered another rut. Just way back over here. I assume that tree wasn't there 150 years ago, but more ruts. Look at that. This deep depression. Wow. I know how you feel, Rock. Deep depression.